Howdy folks, time for a rant. This is these two here were bought at the same time, and they're both used on the same gun. That is, this is used on the Ryobi Impact, this is used on the Craftsman, the little impact gun for driving screws and stuff. And they're both used about the same around the shop all the time. But the Ryobi, there's the full charge. It's been sitting there all day long on the charger and it will not charge anymore. So it's a couple of years old and we're done. You know, it's like, this is a Craftsman, and I'll just hit the button there. I don't know if you can see it there. The full 3 green lights are on. It's fully charged, ready to go again. And I don't know if Craftsman is better or not, but right now around my shop, the Craftsman batteries are holding up. You know, they're doing great. The Ryobis are still doing the same thing they've been doing since day one. You know, I get a couple years out of them at the best, and then they start doing that. They just go downhill. I talked to the Ryobi rep, and what he told me was, oh boy, let's talk about it. Yes, talked to the Ryobi people about this, and they told me once it's fully charged, you should take it out of the charger and set it aside. Don't leave it in the charger. You know, although the charger was by design, claims right on there that you can leave it on there to help maintain the charge on the battery until you're ready to use it. And yet the Ryobi people told me, no, take the battery out once it's full, and don't put it back in until it's run down again or whatever. Two different stories from the same company. Not good. I haven't talked to a Craftsman, haven't asked anybody about anything. Maybe comment in the below if you've had any different kind of luck with the Craftsman. I have had incredibly good luck with the Craftsman with no problems. They're not failing. They charge up fully. They work great all day long, and in fact I get good time out of them and whatever, and I really have no complaints. And I even have the larger Craftsman batteries, the same thing, work great, no problem. They don't overheat. They don't seem to really have a problem. The Ryobi on their hand, yeah, it's just not a good situation. And this is one of the reasons. Don't matter whether it's, I don't care whose battery system it is, because I also have a rigid system. And this morning, when I was setting this up, the rigid battery will not charge at all. Yeah, won't work. It just won't hold a charge, and it will not charge. So the rigid is dead. Yeah, and this is one of the reasons why I want to get new tools in. I get kind of excited about a cord that you can plug into an outlet and just use the tool, because that's kind of really what I really like. And I always felt that they had more power, more speed or something, because the battery ones are, well, let's face it, what are these? These are just nothing more than overexcited flashlight batteries that are like AA's, that we use in these things. And I just think it's a bad vicious circle that we're into with these things. So I've kind of gone back towards, leaning towards tools with power plugs, cords that you can plug into something and you're going to use a tool, Anyways, I had to get that rant out of the way. Yeah, so the last thing I purchased from Ryobi, which, I may buy some Ryobi in the future, but two things. It was on sale. That was a good start. And then it was the plug model. So you just plug it in and use it. So that was something to me that was like, this is where I'm going backwards. I'm not going to the batteries, I'm going to these. And part of it too is I have power stations. I can run these things portably anywhere I need to run them, instead of having batteries that don't want to charge up all the time. Like I said, I really haven't had any trouble with the Craftsman, so I really don't have any complaints. But there's another reason why you should look at something like this, and that is the price. The sale was one thing, but also the corded stuff a lot of times is a better price than the battery models. You don't need a charger, you don't need a battery, you don't need to wait for it or anything. You just plug it in and use it. You can run extension cords if you can to the job. If you can't do that, then like I said, the other possibility would be power stations. I have a lot of power stations, and they will run any of the tools I have in here, even my table saw for that matter, and I charge them back up off solar. So I sort of get several different reasons for a corded model as opposed to a battery. Also, something like this tool here specifically, I really don't want this in a battery, because if I'm doing a piece of furniture or something, I could be running this thing for a very long time, and I can see the battery would be getting hot. It's running full blast the whole time. It's like, you know, battery is just a bad idea all the way around. You pay more for it, you have to buy the battery, you got to maintain the battery, keep the charger going. Yeah, it's a losing game, just a losing battle at this point. So comment below, what do you think is better? What would you rather have, a power corded model or a battery model? Maybe even the reason for it or something, because I am finding that the corded stuff is just so much better. It's better speed, better built, solid, you got full power all the time you want to use it. And so it's like, I really am sort of leaning back towards keeping an eye out for tools that are on sale that are plug-in type, which is another one that just came in recently that excited me, was the mini saw. Yeah, this saw here really excited me because it's corded, you know. So again, I can plug this into a power station or an extension cord. I mean, I could plug it into the household current if I decide I want to use the grid. And I don't have a battery or anything to wait on, and I've got all the power, full power the whole time I want to cut. And I can cut all day long if you know, if I need to. Where the battery, you know, I've got to sit there and watch the battery levels drop down like this thing here, where I really don't. I've tried doing the I've tried a couple times doing the jump thing on some of these, and that was a disaster. That seemed like it killed it even faster. We brought one back to life once, and it worked good for about a month, and then it totally died again, and this time it wouldn't come back to life, and so I ended up recycling it back at Home Depot, as that's who sells the Ryobi stuff, and just chucking it in their recycle box at the store if they have one, because it seems like not all Home Depots seem to have those recycle boxes. But I do like the idea to try to get the lithium back to where it came from, or get it to somebody that can work with it. The corded stuff, you know, most of my corded power tools have been around forever, and when I decide I want to upgrade or something, I end up selling the corded tool onto someone else that wants it. And the battery stuff, I'm actually seeing it in the trash and everything else getting thrown around. On a pretty good example right here, this battery at Lowe's right now is $79. This saw was corded, was on sale when I bought it, $69. This doesn't need a battery ever. Yeah. When this battery goes bad, to replace it costs more than a corded saw. So I'm just saying. Hopefully you stayed with us this long, because if you did, we're setting up for a giveaway. Okay, we're gonna give away something. No, you don't need that. Nah, you don't want that. We're gonna give something away. We're giving away the Donovan Mini Circular Saw. Yeah, somebody that's a viewer is gonna win and receive this saw. And the first thing I do is probably take it apart and get it back in that box. But in the meantime, in order to get in on this, you need to send us an email. The email needs to go to ctrewards@gmx.com. 1 entry per household. And let's see, in the subject line of the email, we'll just write SAW, S-A-W. That's easy enough, right? And in the body of the email, just like you're doing a postal return code, just your name and your address, nothing else. No phone number, no, you know, anything else, just that's it. And we will make up some tickets from all that. We'll print up the tickets, we'll draw the tickets, and somebody that's a viewer will win themselves a nice saw from Donna. I don't like the name, but DOVAMAN. Yeah, I guess that's the way it's pronounced. But that's it. Yes, gang, we're giving this away. I hate to kind of give it away because it sort of could use it around here sometimes, but whatever. Oh, I'm going to get out of here today. But thank you for watching Coffee and Tools, and please like, share, subscribe, ring the notice bell so we can get in on draws like this. And meantime, I'm gone. Over and out.